Morning, everyone. Hello and welcome to the LovenStamps studio. My name is Meg and you are watching Maker Mornings with Meg. And today I have a whole lot of things. I have a zillion cards over here to show you. I have a whole bunch of stuff on my table here to show you. We are in that transition season between like what was, last year's catalog and into all of the new things. So stuff from here, just announced today on the last chance list. We'll be making way for stuff that will be coming in here, which is very exciting. But that also means that this is like one of the best times of year to add things to your stamping toolbox that you were been eyeing for a while, maybe not really sure about, because A, they're about to disappear, and B, there are some really great opportunities to add some of these at a really great discount. So I'm going to show you one of those such stamp set and dies or stamp set and punches today. I do love a good punch. So this is Submarine Life, which I have used occasionally since it came out a couple years ago. So you might already have it. It has puns, and so I am naturally drawn to it. And we are pairing it with the really bright colors from the fantastic but also soon to retire Friends of the Ocean suite. And so I'm going to miss this paper a lot, and I figured one more chance to put it to work. Like Submarine Life, it's all perfect together. So let's see. Lori asked about the suite. Lori, for the demonstrator pre-order, there are only a selection of things available for that right now, so that one doesn't happen to be on the list, but it is really cool. I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to switch our camera over and I'm going to show you a couple of these bundles. As we're going along today, I'm going to give you some tips for looking through the last chance list. So it is linked in the video description, and you'll want to check that because there are some really great opportunities, like I said, to add some things. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to find the best things on there, and we will go along as we can. So, hi, Joan. All right, switching our camera over. All right. So what are we talking about here? So stamp set that we're going to use is going to be Submarine Life, but I wanted to highlight a couple of these that I also have loved because they are super discounted. So Rustic Crate is one. This would work really well for our card today too. And this one, if you haven't seen, you can go back. So on any of these, you can go to the LovenStamps blog, and for all of the ones that I'm going to show you right now, these are projects, stamp sets that I've used to highlight different things. So you can go to the LovenStamps blog and do a little search using the search tool there in the right margin, or it could be at the bottom if you're searching on mobile underneath the blog post, and look up the names of these stamp sets because you can get some inspiration there. Hot Air Balloon is another one. This is a beautiful set that has these cool hot air balloon dies. This would be perfect for today's card. Ice Cream Swirl would be really fun too, and of course, like, there are so many fun things that you can make with this. This is a little box we did, I think last spring or last summer, that uses Ice Cream Swirl and these dies. So this one is going away, so check that out on the last chance list. And then one of my all-time favorites, Inspiring Snapdragons, is headed out too. So I have a couple of these to show you. So these are some cards that I've done for different things over the last year or two. And we did a lot of like ombre inking with this particular stamp set. If you don't have this one yet, oh my gosh, now is the time to snag it. So yeah, definitely find a place for it in your stamping space because it's beautiful. I just love the images, and then there are not only the dies that cut out these shapes, but also the dies that cut out the details. So you can just do paper cut overlays, like a paper piecing kind of thing. So, hey Trish, hey Nikki, good to see you guys this morning. So I'm retiring things that I will be missing for certain. And then I have, like I said, a whole mess of other cards over there to show you. So let's get going on the card that we're going to make together today, and then we will get started. So, speaking of transitions, I am like wearing a super warm sweater because it said 30 degrees this morning, but it's gotten really warm today. So, all right, all ready. And our camera is like floating away. Sorry about that, guys. So we're making a bridge card. It is 4¼ inches tall by 8 inches wide. Score at 1¼ inch and 2½ flip it. Score at 1¼ inch and 2½ and then we fold like this. Okay, this is part of last month's tutorials, which will be posted on my Etsy Card Mart, LovenStamps Card Mart Etsy shop pretty soon here. So watch for that to post later today if you didn't end up getting it for free with your order. And then I have a set of strips to put on here. So for the designer series paper, I'm going to cut a strip in the center that is 3 inches or a tad smaller. I told you guys to check this when I did this, and now I didn't check it. Oh, it's a little bit tight. Oh well, we'll see what happens. It'll work out. So you do want to make sure that this actually fits in the space before you glue anything down. Do what I say, not what I do. And then we're going to have 1 inch by 4 inch strips. So this is a 3x4. These are 1 inch across by 4 inches tall. And then I have some contrasting DSP to pop on here. So I showed this card recently with Storybook Friends. And so you might like to see a brighter version of it. So here we have our layers put together. Now this is going to fold like this, flat for mailing, or like this, flat for mailing, and so that is going to give us our base. All right, we have a strip here of Summer Splash cardstock, which is a match for the paper in the background. And I am going to go ahead and, let's see, we're gonna put our greeting on here, but I haven't decided how we're gonna add our greeting. Are we gonna put our greeting on with our, yeah, I think we'll do it together. Okay, so what I have pictured, this is sort of like a crafting, reality crafting is the name of the series that I like to talk about, where we sort of make a card up together as we go. So we're going to go ahead and add this, but I need our greeting to fit here. And so I'm gonna put floating by to say hi and add this to our card. So I feel like this is one of the most universal greetings. You could put this on pretty much anything. There we have our floating by to say hi. And we're gonna put our submarine here, but I wanted to have like some base that is part of like the card theme. And so I decided to go ahead and stamp this sort of sand here in the pumpkin pie ink, and I've cut this out to match along here. So we're gonna pop this on, but we'll wait and get our submarine before we decide where to put it. So remember, when you're assembling this card, you want to attach at the left and the right edge panels. Keep all glue off of anything in between here that would make your card stick to itself in a way you don't want. But this bridge piece here, this doesn't bend, it sits across the front like this and helps our card stand up. So good morning, hey Cindy, good to see you. All right, so we're gonna add some glue. Now I find it safest to add glue, just, it doesn't have to be wide, but it's sort of, you know, narrow band on the left and the right panels. That way I know that I haven't exceeded the area here that I can glue. And when I assemble this, my favorite way to do it is to fold one side up with a zigzag and leave the other side flat. And we will go ahead and just lay this flat strip across here. That way I can get it straight, and I know that our card is going to fit just fine into an envelope so that it will sit flat, okay? Now multi-purpose liquid glue doesn't grab right away, so we'll give it a second to go ahead and grab on there. Oh, hi Joan. Joan says that she never would have thought to put these together. I know, all about the sea life here though, kind of fun. All right, so that's grabbed really nicely there. And now we have our card base here set up for our bridge. Now let's get our submarine going here. And I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do it in Summer Splash to go along with our other pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and ink this up. Remember, with photopolymer stamps, you wanna just kind of take a look and make sure that you have, I'll put this underneath so you can see, a nice even inking as you go across there. If you have places where there's lines or things look a little sparty or sparse, go ahead and, you know, tap a couple more times to even that out. All right, so now that I've got that, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp our submarine here. I like to hold for a couple seconds to make sure I get good ink transfer. And then we can go ahead and punch. So you're gonna use your Stampin' Up punches upside down always. you're going to unlock with a little locky piece here, and then go ahead and punch your pieces once you've got it all lined up. All right, now, if you're punching like a ton of these and you're doing all the same color, you can put all 3 stamps on the same block, and I've got some video tutorials on that. Let me know if you need one. You can stamp on these pre-punched pieces, or honestly, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look at my stamp here, and I have this little scrap, or my punch here, and so now I can make some coordinating pieces. We're gonna do these in Melon Mambo to match our card base. And I'm just gonna pop this on here, and we're gonna put our propeller on like this, and I'm gonna show you my favorite way to attach all of these pieces. So, all right, let's punch our propeller first, and since we looked at where it was on our punch, it's really easy to just line that up. Okay, so now we have a propeller, and then I'm gonna use our little scope here. Why can't I think what that thing is called? What's the thing on the top of a submarine called? I can picture a Kelsey Grammer movie at the moment, though. What movie am I thinking of? It's like a farce movie of some kind. What's the Kelsey Grammer movie with the submarine? I don't know. Anyway, all right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach all of these pieces. Ink pads. Oh, yeah, tiny pieces. Yes, Sue said when you're looking through your stamp, look for like little tiny hairs or little pieces of paper or things that are going to make waves in your stamp too. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to bring out some Stampin' Dimensionals. And what I like to do for assembling these is making things easy for myself. So I'm just gonna kind of hold this in place. I'm gonna flip it to the back side, and then I'm gonna use a Stampin' Dimensional to glue that element on. Now, depending on where I am sticking this, I might or might not peel the backing. We'll see here in a moment. And then same here, I'm going to position this where I want it, and then go ahead and pop a dimensional on to just hold all of those pieces together. That makes it really simple, okay? All right, so now back to our card. We have our submarine here, and this is where you can see it's cute like this, but I really prefer it with the little base here, so that we have sort of a home base there for our submarine. Now before we attach anything else, let's get some pieces out of the way. Let's go ahead and add some friends. They are a whole variety of sea life friends here. Oh, Periscope, yes. Oh, thank you guys. Gosh, I need this like in my everyday life, somebody to just fill in the words that I'm missing when I can't come up with them. So let's go ahead and stamp some friends here, and we'll do some really quick fussy cutting. So I've got let's see, I think we're gonna do our little jellyfish friend here in pumpkin pie. There we go, and our starfish friend. And if you haven't done any fussy cutting for a while, I'll just give you my really quick tutorial. Hold your scissors in one place, do not move them. All you do with your right hand, assuming you're right-handed, is squeeze, and with your left hand, your free hand out here, you're going to do all of the turning of the paper so that you get a nice even line around the edge of your creation. I am a big fan of leaving a white line around things. If you look at the Stampin' Up dies and the Stampin' Up punches, almost all of them do this same thing. And this is almost like leaving a cardstock layer behind your stamped image, so it really makes things pop out. Now sometimes stylistically we eliminate that and we don't have that white line around the edge, but I think these guys can totally handle it, and besides, cutting those octopus tentacles would be kind of tricky. All right, so let's see, what do we think here? I think I'm pretty confident about where I want this little piece of sand to go, so I'm going to pop this on so it stops moving around, and I'm going to go across here. All right. And then our submarine, I think, is going to fit here. So then we need some little friends here. And I'm kind of liking that. We could also put oh, maybe he's up here. All right. And I really like the idea of overlapping the empty space here on our card so that we really kind of emphasize the fun bridge aspect. So, all right. So now looking at where these things fit, I'm going to peel off this dimensional. And I'm going to add another dimensional at the very bottom. So who would you guys send this card to? Would you send it to just anyone? I think I don't know. Well, you guys know I like puns, so it wouldn't be a stretch for me. I would send this to pretty much anyone for any reason at all. This is a great just because card. It doesn't have to be like a birthday or a special occasion. And then let's see, this little guy, if I put him on a dimensional, the dimensional is not gonna be it's gonna be too big. So I'm gonna take a dimensional here. And instead of putting it on the back of the starfish and then accidentally gluing my card shut, I'm gonna put the dimensional here onto my card. And I am going to add the starfish like this. That way I know that it doesn't go any place that I don't want it. So now we have this fun card here. You can flatten it this way or this way, depending, actually I kind of like this one, depending on how you want to mail it. And if you wanted to have the same paper all the way across, you could cut another inch strip here of this same and go ahead and pop the same paper on all the panels. You don't have to split it up. Let's see. Oh, Lori says, cute card. I have this set, but haven't played with it, but I will now. I know, it's really fun, right? And we're going to have to say goodbye to it soon. So, I think I looked up the costs and they are greatly, greatly discounted. So, I don't know, 50%, 40%, 60%, something like that. So this is this stamp and punch bundle. If you don't have them already, this is a great time to get them. And if you do have them already, then great. You've checked that off your list. Pick something else from like all of these fun things and the way more that's on that last chance list with a great discount price. So, okay, I feel like this needs some bling. And so there are a number of bling choices that we can make. And I'm going to flip through right now. I don't know about you guys, but I really like having things kind of set up in my studio so that I can find what I need without having to like get up and walk all over the place. So whether you have a dedicated space or not, you can totally organize things so that you can find what you need when you need them. So let's see. I think I'm just going to check really quickly here on these dots. So these are the glossy dots assortments. We've had them for a while and they are on the last chance list with a little discount. So I was just kind of curious. I wanted to make sure. And so these pink ones here, or honestly these, what was this last color? I don't remember. It looks very close to Summer Sun though. I'm going to use this one. Summer Splash is the name of this color. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop a couple of these on here. And I love having like the 3 dot sizes. And we're going to use these to draw some attention to our color on color greeting that otherwise might be a little bit subtle. So we're going to add this out here as a little bit easier to see. Oh, hey, Marilyn, snowy. Oh my gosh. We're super sunny. Our grass is quite green today. So stay warm wherever you're at, whatever your temperature is. I don't know, how many people still have snow? How many people are well into springtime? I wouldn't say we're well into it quite yet, but we're getting there. So, all right, so really fun extra little bling there to add to this card. So, okay, Lori said, am I the only one constantly organizing my craft room? No. I think that organization is kind of a continual process, right? Especially as we figure out like where things can go to be the most efficient and so forth. So I think kind of reevaluating as we go is much better than just throwing things where they land and then ignoring them until you need them again. Not that that's my, I don't know, that might be my true strategy, but you know, we try. Okay, you guys want to see some more projects from things that are retiring, and then I promised you some tricks about finding the best deals on the website. So let me get these inky stamps out of the way so I can clean them later. And let's see. So here are some of the things that are retiring that I'm really going to be missing. This one is the Mediterranean Suite, and Citrus Blooms, I think was the name of it. And I just recently reshowed this card. These are from a LovenStamps Monthly Tutorial series last year sometime. And so these videos are available on the LovenStamps LovenStamps website. You can look these up on my blog. This fun curtain card. Gosh, it's like a blast from the past. I love this shape die that's part of this stamp set that is retiring. Dies and so forth. Here's our sort of a faux DSP card-based card. And then, of course, just a really easy, like, stamp on the corner of your envelope kind of thing. Let's see. I am thinking that lavender here is, the paper is retiring. Oh, this painted lavender stamps and dies are both. Wow. Okay. So I pulled this because I thought it was here, but these painted lavender, these gorgeous silhouette dies here in the background, these were $32. This die set's $16 right now. The designer series paper is still not retiring, but the stamp set is. So I'm going to miss this one a lot. This is Cindy's card. It's a beautiful, beautiful use of the stamp set here. Okay, I've lost my page, so I can't see what you're saying. Let's see. Oh, people are saying rainy. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, Mary Ellen said her ground is white. Oh, 7 degrees last week and then snowing now. That is kind of crazy. This is a card that we did last year sometime. This is a stamp set that's retiring too, this burger set. So if you're ever looking for a guy set with a fun set of pieces, the banner pieces are part of this stamp set too. And then we did some coloring here. This designer series paper is going away. The Fins stamp set and dies. This one is retiring too. There's a fun card. This one, which I can't believe I haven't shown you this, but I love this card. This is made by my friend Kim, and I just love the coloring and the die cuts on these duckies. So this paper, the duck stamp set, those are all retiring. This card was made by Kathy Parlitzis, and this card was made by Janet Costeau. And both of them use this Sea Life stamp set that's also retiring. So I'm going to miss this stamp and die set. I've used it quite a bit. This is a card that was featured on LovenStamps Tutorials a while ago. You can look it up. But this one, instead of stamping in white, we used the black ink pad, tuxedo black, and then this piece right here is actually masked. So there was a piece of paper, a post-it note across here. We added all this color and stamping the background, then pulled that off, and we have this really pretty white silhouette spot that's left open to add some greeting or highlight or whatever. And then Thoughtful Expressions is that Stampin' or the die hybrid die folder, hybrid embossing folder, hybrid die embossing folder. Anyway, that makes that one. So some really cool things there. Other things that are going away. Let's see. I guess I know the Friends of the Ocean paper is retiring. Let me see really fast if the stamp set is going away too. Yep, these are on last chance list. So this one was just out in the last mini catalog, so it hasn't been out for very long, but this is a card that I did just recently. And both the designer series paper that we use today and the pieces here are retiring, the stamps and dies. This one of my very favorites. So actually, you guys know me. You know that I love to do things outdoors, and I love music. They're super special, important things to our family. And so this stamp set, when it first came out, it was just like instantly my favorite. And so this one's retiring already. I'm going to be so sad to see it go. And then the other one, which I don't see a stamp set or a picture. I don't have a sample for it. But the Let's Wander with the hiking boots and the sandals and so forth, that one's retiring too. So don't miss the chance to add those. This Stippled Rose, this is actually a gorgeous, gorgeous image. And then there's a die that goes with it that I didn't use here. But Stippled Rose is retiring, and it is set up at a really nice discount. So you want to grab that. And then I got this out. These are from a project that I shared as part of a monthly tutorial. And this is escaping me now. Heart, what was this thing called? Adoring Hearts hybrid embossing folder. And this is really cool. It's a die and a stamp set a die and a folder that make all of these elaborate heart elements. So this is a card that I did too. So you can look up the video tutorials for these on the LovenStamps website, and how to kind of do the cutting for these and to do this inking with the embossing folder. But this was a really pretty set that is going away too. So I would definitely recommend taking a look at this one before it goes, because this is a really cool set of tools basically that have been really fun to use. So that one's going away. And then also off season, but greetings of the season and this whole suite are really greatly discounted. This tag is from Greetings of the Season dies, and then Season of Green and Gold, I think, is the name of the designer series paper, and so forth. So these things are also retiring. This is a really fun technique. We've done some similar stuff here on Maker Mornings with Meg, but this was actually a card from the Maker Club that I run, where we do those kind of special Zoom sessions and you get little mini product shares. I talked about this one time last week and I got a lot of interest, so I wanted to bring it up again. If you are interested in the Maker Club, it is, I'm looking for my piece here. It is a really, really fun opportunity, whether you are, it doesn't matter, any stamper is welcome to join us. In the US or in Canada, you'll get a little box, a monthly share as part of your subscription. If you're outside the US and Canada, then you can still participate. You just have access to all the videos and ideas and stuff. But the Maker Club is a collaboration between myself and my good friend Lindsay Mann in Edmonton, Alberta, and we really love putting this together for you all. And so every month you get a box with a little mini product share in it, and then we do extra projects and ideas and share those on a Zoom that you can attend or watch later. But this was a cool technique card that I'd shared as part of one of those videos for Maker Club last fall. So anyway, all right. So I promised you also, let me see if I can pull this up really quickly. I promised you a little view at how to look at the online shop really efficiently. So let me see if I can pull this up really quickly. Let's see. Okay, give me 1 second. I will get it. Capture, deprecated, window capture. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is the online shop, and when you get there, I'm going to show you how to use the, here we go. Okay, that's a little bit big. Let's pop it here so you can actually see what's going on. All right, so what I'm going to show you is the way to look for things. So here it says you're shopping with Meg. Yay, thank you. Right here under specials, you're going to go ahead and click the last chance products list. And when you first get this, it's automatically sorted with the newest stuff, which means the newest release product. So it's going to start with some scrapbooking things, which include some cool papers and some releases and so forth. And then what you want to do though, on the left side here, there's this discount applied section for the filters. Now, if you're doing this on mobile device, you're gonna find that right at the top, before you get to all the products, there's gonna be 2 buttons. One is gonna be for sort, and one is going to be for, let's see. One is going to be to sort, and one is gonna be for the filter. And so you're gonna go ahead and do that. The discount applied though means that you can click and say, just show me the things that are 40% or more, and then you can kind of click through and see where those things are. Sometimes I like to say what sort by here and pick the high to low. So at 40% off, that means these are the things that were the most expensive that are now 40% or more off. And right away, the Secret Garden Scrapbooking Workshop Kit comes up, which is $108 and is now $54. So now whether you're a scrapbooker or not, this is a really great collection of supplies. It's basically like a suite. It's designer series papers and a bunch of scrapbooking paper and a bunch of die cuts and stamps and dies. and embellishments. So this is a really cool opportunity to get a whole lot of pieces for a good deal. And then you can kind of scroll through and see here. Now, sometimes like it'll show you the price that it was and then the price that it is now. Sometimes when you click on it, it will show you what the coordinating product is, like the stamp set. But if not, what I like to do is just look at the name. So now our stamps and dies that coordinate have the same name, which is really helpful. So all you'd have to do is here in the search bar, go ahead and put the word rustic and search for that. And now it's going to show you both the dies and the stamps. So you know, yes, you can get both of those, which is a really great deal. I'm going to miss a lot of this style things here. So, okay, let me turn this off. I think you guys get the idea though. So do your sort of educated shopping that way so that you can make the most of the things that are on that list and figure out exactly what you need. So remember, the earlier you get things, the more choices you have, because it's while supplies last for a lot of that stuff. The other thing that is going away is the in colors. And those boho blue, moody mauve, copper clay, pillow path, and wild wheat are all going to go by. And there are all of those things are in that list too. There are some of them like Stampin' Blends for some of those colors are at a nice discount and so forth. So good things to check out. Let's see. Okay, what else is going on? So today's the first day of the new month. And so I've added a new host code. So if you're ordering and are adding the host code, go ahead and pop that in there. It should be available to you now. And it is on the video description here and on the others on my website too. And then the other thing that I want to tell you is that our feature for this month is going to be the Beautiful Butterflies stamp set. So this is for the LovenStamps Monthly Tutorials. So set of 4 tutorials. It comes as a PDF. You can get 2 card kits to go, that kind of thing. So this might look familiar to you. This is one of the cards that I'd shared with this stamp set already. And so this is one of the projects that will be featured with those tutorials here. So it has like a cool opening here and then a pocket card. So this is a design I've been loving so much lately, and the stamps and dies are beautiful for this. It's the Beautiful Bokeh Suite, and then Beautiful Butterflies stamps and dies and hybrid embossing folder. Woohoo for hybrid embossing folders, right? So I think you can see the die cuts there, and then the hybrid embossing butterfly behind it. So very pretty. And then there will be a new Creative Stamping Collective, the team of very talented demonstrators that I've been working with. So that is a set of 12 projects by PDF and video class, and 12 videos to go with them. And so that is your treat from me if your order is $60 or more, along with 2 card kits. And then if you are interested in just purchasing that tutorial, it will be part of my Etsy card shop very soon too. That tutorial series is $15. So anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. And oh yeah, Lori said sometimes the web page is hard to navigate. It can be tricky. I totally agree. That's why I just wanted to show you a little bit of some of those tips there for finding things. And you know what? If you need help shopping, I am always available to help you get orders placed. So just let me know if you're feeling intimidated by the things. All right. Well, everyone, I think that is it for this Tuesday episode of Maker Mornings with Meg. It has been wonderful to see you all and stamp together. I hope that you are excited about another fun bridge card idea with these cool stamps and dies, stamps and punch to go along. And that you'll remember that this is about to disappear, so don't miss it. All right, everyone, have a great week, and I'll see you again on Thursday for another episode of Maker Mornings with Meg. Thanks for joining me.